May buntag nyo tanan. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Si Mario na naman ito. Linggo ito ngayon dito sa Seattle, Washington. Bagong lesson na naman tayo ngayon. Paulit-ulit na naman ako. Bitcoin ang pinupush ko. Talagang I'm hoping na matututo kayo tungkol sa Bitcoin. Pakonti-konting lesson lang itong ginagawa ko. 10 minutes a day lang. So, if you spend 10 minutes a day, hopefully you'll pick up something. May matutunan kayo and you don't have to be confused. So, later on, you learn as much as you can about Bitcoin. That's the best way. 10 minutes, mabilis lang ang 10 minutes a day. And usually, nag-i-stick lang ako sa isang subject. So, marami kayong matutunan. Ang pag-aaralan natin ngayon, the lesson for today is tungkol sa bull market and bear market sa Bitcoin. Kung hindi kayo kabisado tungkol sa mga anong ibig sabihin ng bull market at bear market, matagal na akong bumibili ng stocks So it started in the stock market. So kung sasabihin mo ng bull market, usually ibig sabihin nun ang trend ng market pataas. Kung makikita mo yung bull may sungay, pag ano niya ng kalaban niya pataas. So, kaya tinatawag nila na bull market. Yung bear market naman, ibig sabihin nun, ang trend, ang takbo ng stock, kasi doon ang umpisa nyo sa stock market Ang takbo ng stock is pababa. So, ibig sabihin, ang presyo ng stock bumababa. So, kung isipin mo yung bear, yung mataas yung kuko nila, tapos yung claw nila, so kung may kalaban sila, ginagano nila pababa. So, inaano nila sumababa. So, palagi nag-aawayan yung bull at saka yung bear kung sino mas malakas. So, ang Bitcoin, pinag-aralan na natin ito, meron siyang cycle. So, yung cycle na yung paikot, di ba? So, yung cycle, may bull market yung pataas, yung bear market pababa. So, bull market na naman pataas, bear market patababa. So, paano natin magagamit yan? Importanteng information na yan. Kasi historically, makikita natin yung cycle niya Meron siyang tinatawag na 4-year cycle sa Bitcoin. Bakit palagi nagganon yun? Ba't may 4-year cycle siya? Kasi every 4 years, ang Bitcoin, meron silang tinatawag na halving. Yung halving, ang ibig sabihin nun, pinuputol nila ang supply ng Bitcoin by half. So, kumukonti yung supply ng Bitcoin, ang demand niya tumataas, tataas ang presyo ng Bitcoin. Di ba ganun yon sa Economics 101? When the supply is low and the demand is high, taas ang price. Baliktad naman. Kung ang supply marami, tapos ang demand maliit, baksak ang price. Okay? So, that's the only way. Yan lang babasihan natin. Yan lang ang only way is basically yung historical cycle ng Bitcoin. Because ang Bitcoin, wala siyang, hindi natin ma-analyze yung kagaya ng mga negosyo. Ma-analyze natin yung takbo ng company. Kung profit-making ba yung company, alam natin, tataas ang value ng presyo. Kung bagsak ang company, babagsak. So, hindi mo malalaman kasi wala namang company. Remember, Bitcoin is decentralized. Wala siyang amo, wala siyang CEO, wala siyang nagbabantay sa kanya. It's by itself. So the only way malalaman natin is by looking at the history. So yung sinasabi ko yung na cycle, yung 4-year cycle ng Bitcoin. Remember, nag-umpisa ang Bitcoin is yung nag-write sila ng paper is 2008. Pero talagang inumpisahan nilang ginawa ng nag-mining is January 2009. So from 2008 to 2012 is one cycle yan. That's after 4 years. Diba? Yung 2008 hanggang 2012, nakita nila na ang 2011, 12, at saka 2013, upcycle yun. That means bull market. Bumagsak 2014. That means bear market. Pero yung pagbagsak niya, grabe. Talagang bumagsak na husto. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, 3 years na bull market, 1 year na bear market. So, ibig sabihin, 3 years pataas ang presyo, 1 year na bumagsak ang presyo. Pangalawang cycle niya. So, galing 2014 to 2018, 4 years na naman yun. That's another 4-year cycle. Ang nangyari noon, 2015, 2016, 2017, ang pataas ang bull market. 2018, bagsak. So, 2018, bagsak. Okay? So, pagkatapos ng, alam mo nangyari noon, after the halving, tumaas lang ng konti, tapos bumagsak. So, that's basically what it means. So, ang third cycle is from 2018 to 2022. Oh, excuse me, mali pala yung sinabi ko. Okay, ulitin natin to. Yung notes ko, hindi ko naintindihan eh. Ang 2008 to 2012, yan ang first cycle, yung 4-year cycle. Kasi nag-umpisa tayo sa 2008 hanggang 2012. So actually sa 2012 ang halving. Okay? So 2011, a year before the halving, 2012, the year of the halving, 2013, the year after the halving, bull market. Yung 3 years na bull market. 2014, the 4th year, bagsak. Okay? So the second cycle na naman niya is from 2012 to 2016. So the first year before the 2016 cycle, yung halving is 2015, tumaas. 2016 is the year of the halving, tumaas. Bull market pa rin. 2017, the year after the halving, 27, pataas. After that, 2018, bubagsak. Okay? So, 3 years bull market, 1 year bear market. The next cycle na naman is 2016 to 2020. 4 years na naman ha. Ang halving niya is 2020. The year before the halving, 2019, bull market, tumaas. The year of the halving, 2020, tumaas. The year after the halving, tumaas na naman. Okay? And then, after that, 2012, bagsak. Okay? So, pagkatapos nun, ang the next, hindi pala, 2020, 2021, bagsak. 2021, bagsak. Okay? 2022, bagsak. 2019, the year before the halving, pataas. 2020, pataas. That's the year of the halving. 2021, that's the year after the halving, pataas. 2022, the year pagkatapos nun, bagsak. So, the last halving which just happened this year, 2024. So, from 2020 to 2024, ibang cycle na naman yun. 2023, the year before the halving, pataas, which is a bull market. 2024, pataas. 2025, which is 2024, pataas pa rin pero hindi pa tapos ang 2024. So, anong hula natin? We're just guessing right now kasi we don't have a crystal ball. Hindi natin malalaman kung talagang tataas talaga. Pero, following those 3 other cycle niya, the year before the halving, 2023, nangyari na naman, tumaas, which is a bull market. The year of 2024, from January to na ngayon, April, taas. So, anong hula mo mangyayari for the end of the year? Hanggang the end of December 2024? Most likely, pataas. Kung susundin natin yung historical, niya, yung pattern niya, yung pattern for the history. So, kung gagayahin natin yung pattern niya, hanggang December 2024, pataas pa rin. Ngayon, sa 2025, the same thing, the year after the halving. Because according to the pattern, yung historical pattern niya, pataas 3 years na bull market. The year before, the year on the halving, and the year after the halving. Historically, yung 3 years na yan, pataas. Pagkatapos na yung 3 years na yan, pag 4th year, which is 2025, bagsak. Knowing that, di ba, gagamitin natin sa, sa pag-invest natin. most likely saan ako bibili ng maraming Bitcoin? Yung mababa yung presyo. So 2025 yung bumagsak yung presyo, or yung 2023 yung pag-umpisa pa lang pataas. So ang mangyayari ngayon, 2023, that's the best time to buy talaga kasi nag-uumpisa pa lang pataas. Pero ngayon, pwede pa rin bumili kasi alam mo, 2024, kaumpisa pa lang 2024, it's only April. So, January, February, March, April, 4 months pa lang. We got, 6 months to go for 2024 na alam natin pataas. So, bakit tayo matatakot? And then after that, the whole year of 2025, na pataas. So, we still got a long way to go na tataas. Kung susundin natin ng historical pattern, that's the only way binabase natin when it comes to Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin is a commodity. It's not a business. It's not a security. So the only thing we can basically base it on is the historical pattern. And for pang fourth cycle na ito ng Bitcoin, remember the 4-year cycle na ginagawa ng Bitcoin, it's always 3 years bull market, 1 year bear market. Okay? And we're only in the middle of the 2nd year of the bull market. So we still got 6 months of the bull market this year and 1 whole year next year before maging bear market. So, with that information alone, you should go out there and buy Bitcoin. Kung wala pa kayong Bitcoin, bumili kayo. You can always sell down the road. Kung gusto niyo ibenta ako, hindi ako magbibenta. I'll keep it until the next cycle. Because by that time, medyo may edad na ako eh. I need to use the money for myself, basically. Di ba? Pero kung bata pa kayo, huwag na niyo ibenta. Just stick to it. Wait niyo, bintayin kayo, hintay na pataas ng pataas. So that's basically my advice. Hopefully, naintindihan nyo yun. Hopefully, sorry, nagkamali ako sa umpisa. Yung pag-figure out, alam mo, may edad na rin ako eh. And my notes, mali yung notes na sinulat ko eh. Pero hopefully, naintindihan nyo, 3 years of bull market, 1 year of bear market. Okay? And maraming salamat for listening to me. Hopefully, may natutunan kayo ngayon. And hopefully, magagamit ninyo. Thank you. Bye.